Howdy, y'all. I want to talk a little bit about the differences in traditional witchcraft, at least as I understand it, between a magic circle and the witching compass, the witch compass. I first wanted to recommend this book, The Witch Compass, by my acquaintance Ian Chambers. His work I really respect, and he did a lot of research for this book. It's really well formatted and laid out step by step and sort of unpacking how the compass is understood. I want to open with a little bit of quote from this. The witch compass is essentially a method of mapping, journeying, and envisioning the otherworld, underworld, or unspirited realm, often incorporating the physical landscape to trigger certain symbolic, mythic, and allegorical experiences. The compass is a platform for projecting the awareness of the witch to engage in spiritual congress. A ritual for utilizing the compass might incorporate within it a plethora of smaller rituals and meditational devices intending to effect the transition required to approach the otherworld, while the result can be employed for mystical, magical, and divinatory purposes. No matter the tradition of witchcraft, and the compass is broad and robust enough to accommodate a wealth of diversity, a witch compass does not guard or protect in and of itself, as does a Wiccan and magic circle. However, one usually has to pass the watch before entry to the other realms may be gained, and traditions usually have their own idiosyncratic means and traditions associated with such admissions. Neither is the basis of the compass specifically to retain or to contain power or energy, it being a vehicle, map, and destination through the mythic landscape. That being said, a compass may be used in witchery to retain and direct power, according to coordinated efforts through the inherent cosmological map. And so that's one of the main gists of the thing for me, is that the compass is a vehicle. It's a chariot. I often call it the witch's chariot. It allows witches to fly as a coven together to the other world, to experience bilocation to the other world in different ways together. It kind of keeps everyone sort of bounded together in the journey. It's also a vehicle that we can sort of, as we're in our flesh bodies in this liminal space of the compass, we are pulling and meeting energies and using it almost like a lens. I also think that the circle, which we use in fairy as well, can act as a lens for containing and intensifying and directing power in certain ways. I don't typically use the magic circle as a boundary for protection, although it can be used that way. Essentially, I tend to use circles for calling spirits to me. I think of the circle as an encircled crossroads where all the spirits meet and mingle. But the compass is a thing that I take and go to other places with. We can use the compass round to travel to other locations, other worlds, foreign lands, as they sometimes call them. And then using the stang, which is almost like a steering or control mechanism in some ways. We can use the stang to pull and spool and unspool energy from these different worlds. In some ways, you can kind of think of these other worlds as the infinite possibilities that magic can unravel into the phenomenal world. The compass is a really powerful tool, and I really hope that people understand that it is significantly different as a mechanism than the circle. It's used in different ways. I think that it is a bigger tool. It includes circles. In fact, in my tradition, a compass is 3 concentric magic circles sort of working together. Just let me know if you'd like me to do a longer video where I unpack sort of the ways in which the compass can be used. Enjoy.